Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. My name is Marianne Howard, and welcome to the fourth week of our East End Influential Women series. Today, I'm going to talk about the American poet, playwright, journalist, and educator, Olivia Ward Bush-Banks, whose poetry contrasts pastoral beauty with the grim realities of being of mixed race in America. In the annual report of the Montauk Tribe of Indians of 1916, Olivia Bush-Banks's poem, Morning on Shinnecock, was first published. Here's the first stanza. The rising sun had crowned the hills and added beauty to the plain, a grand and wondrous spectacle that only nature could explain. Bush-Banks was born in Sag Harbor in 1869 to a Montaukett mother and a father who was of Portuguese, East Indian, and Black parentage. This rich ethnic mix was clearly central to her work. Her mother died 9 months after Olivia was born, and after that the family moved to Providence, Rhode Island. After her father remarried, Olivia was given to her mother's sister to raise. It was while in the local Providence school system that she aspired to poetry and theater. Her first marriage to Frank Bush in 1889 was not a success. In 1895, she was left to support her 2 daughters and the aunt who had taken her in after her father had given her away. Olivia Bush was forced to take any job she could find in order to take care of her family, but she still made time to write. By 1899, her first collection of poems was published. The next year, she became assistant theater director at the Robert Gould Shaw Settlement House in Boston. In 1914, one of her most popular books of poems, Driftwood, was printed. She contributed to Colored American Magazine, was Boston's Citizen magazine's literary editor, and was involved with the Northeastern Federation of Women's Clubs. Olivia Bush married Anthony Banks, a Pullman porter, in 1916, and they moved to Chicago. There, she continued her work in theater by founding the Bush-Banks School of Expression. Her work in supporting African American talent, especially in the performing and visual arts, was exemplary. She brought her enthusiasm for theater and education together by teaching drama in the Chicago school system. She wrote a number of plays, including Indian Trails or Trail of the Montauk, of which only small portions survive. Its focus seems to be about the Montauket's land being taken from them by the New York Supreme Court in 1910. From the late 1920s until her death, Bush-Banks's time was split between New York City and Chicago. The Harlem Renaissance, a time of international flowering of African American culture, was just beginning in New York. She received financial support from the WPA Federal Theater Project in 1936. She continued to teach drama, this time at the famous Abenicia Community Center in Harlem. Bush-Banks's mixed heritage always remained preeminent in her works. Her short stories, essays, plays, and poetry reveal the plight of her people while they struggled to live within the Eurocentric domination of American culture. The effect of her ancestry showed through all of her works and her activities of teaching, social activism, and public lectures. She died in New York City in 1944 at the age of 75. Though not completely forgotten by her time, her reputation has begun to revive with her poems being printed again. Though most of her work remains unpublished, her voice is loud and clear, and she is being rediscovered. Let's close with the last stanza of Morning on the Shinnecock. 'Twas this, how fair my life begins, how pleasant was the hour of dawn, but merging into sorrow's day, then beauty faded with the morn. Thank you again for tuning in. Join me next Thursday at 3:30 p.m. as we conclude this series and I tell you the story of Mary Nemo Moran. And I'll see you soon, Sam.